about that like about a month or two ago.
Yeah, so it started.
Has it been out that long?
It started last August, so this dates back to
August.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah. So this got a little timetable.
They've been keeping it.
It's in Mississippi.
That's why Carlos Miller said that. If people keep telling me why I don't go back to Mississippi, this is why.
Mm-hmm.
It's racist as hell out there.
I just lost one of my family members that live down there, and they were saying for the autopsy and all that stuff, it took like 3 weeks and stuff to get body there, and then back to have the funeral and all that stuff. So it's just long process all around.
Give them a spiel for people who don't know what
you're saying. Okay, so 215 bodies are buried in Jackson, Mississippi, at this penal farm that's next to their county jail. And essentially, the story starts where there were families that had missing family members, and they were wondering like, "Hey, I haven't heard anything about my missing family member. Like, do you guys know anything?" Some had died months earlier and been buried without notifying the families at all at this farm by the county jail. Now, typically, because this place is not a hidden or a secret like burial site or anything like that, it essentially is for homeless people that die, or convicts that families they don't claim them in similar situations like that. They don't put them in body bags or anything or they put them in body bags, not like caskets or anything like that. And allegedly they don't bury them that deep in the ground, so you can still smell like the odor and whatnot that comes from their bodies. And
they don't get the body parts cleaned out and everything.
And they don't get a headstone or anything like that. They get basically what equates to a piece of metal that you would see for a stop sign, like a portion of that, and it's stuck in the ground and it's got a number next to it. And that's their only really identifying factor for it. So this specific case, there's a guy, his name was Dexter Wade, and this was March 5th of last year. He got hit by an off-duty cop on the highway while he was on foot. So he was trying to cross a 6x6 highway, 6 lanes each side. He was trying to cross out.
Nigga trying to cross 696.
That's what I'm saying. If we talking how
6 lanes
in the
each
country.
Side. Yeah.
I don't know how they. Six
lanes each side. That's 12 lanes. You trying to cross
in the dirt? No, I don't think it's. I don't think it's the 6 lanes 3 and 3 apiece, right? Or is it you saying 6 and 6? Because I don't think Mississippi got no 6 and 6. They ain't got that many motherfuckers down there for a 6 and 6.
That's what I thought I saw. I could be wrong about that part.
It could
specifically.
be 6 lane 3 and 3, like you said. So he trying to cross 696.
Yeah, essentially. So this was around, he left his mom's house about 7:30 that night, and it was less than a mile away, essentially, where he ended up getting hit at. And they ended up finding out doing the toxicology test that he had PCP, which angel dust for people that don't know, and meth in his blood. So the angel dust is kind of like a hallucinogen, which,
did he have
connecting dots there,
or is that just what they
allegedly, according to the coroner that did the investigation on his body?
Exactly, making help out for the cop.
Right. So this happened, and then the mother was frantically trying to figure out, like, yo, I can't find my son. Like, he usually don't stay out this long or not get in contact with me or anything. And she was hesitant to put in a missing persons report for him because of the stigma around cops, especially in Mississippi, along with her brother, who she had recently lost due to some other means. I didn't get all the information for that.
Apparently his body's slammed by another cop.
Yeah, that's what it was. And they claimed that they tried to get in contact with her multiple times, but she never heard any contact. And she had opened a police report, I want to say within a few weeks. She had opened a police report. So he dies March 5th, and by a month after April 5th, they're burying him in this site after their supposed multiple attempts of getting in contact with the mother.
My God.
And allegedly, he did, according to the investigator that looked at his body, he had a medicine bottle with his name on it in in his pants pocket.
No, it was his
Or-
driver's license.
Yeah.
No. He had a medicine bottle too. I read that from multiple people. He had a medicine bottle, and he allegedly had his ID.
Yeah.
The investigator said that he didn't know. So then later, the mayor was saying, because apparently it's not an uncommon thing, come to find out, and there are multiple families with a similar circumstance, not exactly that though, where essentially they would find somebody, like say they die or any inexplicable means that ended up, causing them to lose their life, and a lot of the miscommunications, according to the mayor, were not malicious, and it was accidental, like that these things happen.
Fuck that, bro.
And then,
Fuck that.
So one of those two families, they ended up finding out that they failed to report over 20 homicides in 2023, and one of them was one of the people that was also buried at that same gravesite. So now they're calling, or at least the people are calling for a federal investigation on the entire situation and trying to understand, like, how could we let this happen? Y'all are supposed to be contacting the families of the fallen, and you didn't do that, and you got this mother worrying for 7 months. She didn't find out until August that her son was dead. And then going to that farm, smelling all the dead bodies and whatnot. And then on top of that, when she had to go pick him up, she had to pay $250 to get his body, and then to go and have the funeral and everything and whatnot. So
y'all still made me pay to get his body after all this?
Yeah.
Federal investigation ain't gonna happen, bro. It's Mississippi. That shit ain't gonna happen. And I would want the mayor out of the office too. If you're gonna sit here and try to say that ain't uncommon, basically trying to downplay what they did. Yeah. They are hiding bodies behind this prison, basically. Mm-hmm. Y'all just burying random bodies back here. Y'all not even digging. They said the smell was getting so bad that like animals, like birds and other animals, was coming to try to dig it up because they were trying to get what was down there. Like, that's so fucked up. And y'all talking about like, oh, they got IDs on them. They had this on them. Even if they don't got any ID on them, dental records. You could at least try to find a dental record of these motherfuckers.
And that particular person, Dexter Wade, had been in prison twice before, so they already had a print thing.
Oh, also too,
they already had a fingerprint.
I think when a court case or something was happening, they misspelled his name on purpose.
Dexter.
Dexter
instead of Dexter.
Yeah. Or when the mom came and filed a police report on him and everything, they misspelled his name in there on purpose.
Hell no.
Listen.
Hell no. Could you imagine what she had to go through, like, mentally? Mm-hmm. That is so fucked. That is fucked up.
Mississippi as a whole state just need to get shipped out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
take them down to Cuba. Yeah.
That shit.
Well, I hope
and like, I don't understand, like, as a governor, nigga, like, I'll be on Jackson, Mississippi. Like, but they all in cahoots with the shit, bro.
As a nation, I hope like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even higher than that, something happens. Because that's just like human decency. I feel like that's a human rights issue, is it not?
Mm-hmm. These motherfuckers in power do not care about human decency at all. What's going to save them money and what's going to make them look good.
Yeah.
They don't give two fucks. And in their eyes, them motherfuckers was criminals. Most of these people died in jail. I don't give a fuck.
In their eyes, they don't care if they criminals or not.
In their eyes, they looking like, cool, we lost them, but y'all gonna replace them with some more people in these jails? Because most of the time in them kind of towns and stuff, the prisoners be saying, like, literally, it's a family line. Like, it's everybody in this little town. This is the whole town's business, is the jail. Yeah. Everybody in this town works for the jail. So if everybody in this town works for the jail, all these motherfuckers is in cahoots with each other, and ain't nobody finna tell on nobody. Because this is our biggest business that we have, because prison is one of the biggest businesses in the world.
But that's a fact. Yeah. But the fucked up thing to me, too, is y'all bury it. What they say, over 215 bodies behind this prison. Not even burying them. Since 2016. Not burying them deep enough so the smell is coming up. If you can smell it, you can believe that all motherfuckers is getting sick, catching all type of fucking sicknesses and all that shit from there.
That shit damn near, the smell probably damn near normal to the prisoners at this point.
That shit so
I didn't know
up.
who has the mentality to bury these people. Who's burying these
probably
people?
the prisoners.
Niggas who don't give, man, we don't realize how many motherfuckers out here really don't give a fuck about the next person.
Yeah, I guess so.
A lot of people don't give a fuck about that.
Don't
we been tripping off people
fucks.
don't hold the door open for us or don't say thank you when they walk by us. It's motherfuckers in here, like out here, who truly just don't give a fuck about nobody. I would spit in your face right now, like, and not give a fuck.
I dare you to do something about it.
Yeah.
Especially if nobody gonna know about this, nobody gonna really see you or even. You just this nigga's
off duty
behind closed doors. Oh, it's motherfuckers who you think is some good people, but behind closed doors, if nobody can see what the hell they doing, oh yeah.
Off duty cop hit somebody, killed him.
He didn't face any charges or nothing either.
No, he was locked. I think he was locked up, but I think he's trying to fight to get out or something like that.
No, that's for
the cop
brother.
that body slammed the brother. Yeah.
That's for the other one.
I hit somebody. What's easily the first thing cops do when they in the wrong? You was doing something suspicious, or you had something on you. Look at George Floyd. The dude had cop had his knee on George Floyd's neck, and people are sitting here trying to say he died from an overdose. He didn't die from the knee on his neck. He had something in his system. Like, why is that all? Like, as soon as a cop do something wrong, he had drugs in the system. So he was crossing the street. He was fucked up on drugs. I didn't see him till last second. I ended up hitting him. Like. No, him
you
trying
killed
to.
Him.
It's wild as hell to me to
him.
understand, to think that a dude tried to cross an expressway.
That's what I'm saying. And when they say highway, it might not mean like a freeway. It could be like M59.
It could
M59
be like,
is a highway.
Yeah, Gratiot can consider
highway.
that. Groesbeck can be considered
a highway. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It might not be an actual like a freeway for us.
When you're a cop, they get away with so much shit. The only time cops really get in trouble, let me not say this, allegedly, to the public, what it look like. The only time cops look like they really get in trouble is if the public is fully behind this and there's no out for you. And that's when cops will get in trouble.
Especially in small towns.
And then they still might not get in trouble. They'll get
a slap on the wrist. You get fired. You can't go work in any more police departments in this county. But you can go over to the next county and work over there.
Exactly.
That's like what they get.
And they'll write you a recommendation.
Hope
you get it, bud.
He shot a couple black people, but he good.
Yeah.
He got good aim. I can tell you that.
He's
best in the sniper class.
Yeah.
American sniper.
That's the kind of guy we're looking for. We need a couple niggas on there.
I do want the federal government to investigate that, but let's be real, I don't think that they will.
I don't know. Now that it's
and even
on TikTok.
It could be on TikTok, but
it's not going to go away now.
Yeah, it is, because a lot of people still don't know about it.
That was my first time hearing about it when Josh shared it to the group chat. I can't believe that.
I just randomly saw that today. I was like, whoa.
I heard about that, briefly, scrolling Twitter, see headlines and stuff and read that. But I never heard, the full breakdown, until the video Josh sent into the group chat.
Coroners are required to make reasonable efforts to contact family of the people who have died, and if the body remains unclaimed after 5 days, they are allowed to seek a pauper's burial, which is basically what that is, where they just unclaimed.
They said the coroners tried to call, either the coroners or the police department tried to call the mama one time, and she didn't answer. But they said, and they like, all right, cool, whatever. But then they tried to turn around and say, we call her multiple times.
My thing is,
if you call trying to tell my mama you found my body or whatever the fuck, and she don't answer, leave a fucking voicemail. Hey, this is
visit the house.
I was gonna say it's a small town. That
was my biggest part.
You know who she is.
You know her name, the address, the phone number, my nigga.
If my mom has been calling this police department multiple times, weekly, trying to see if anything else came up about me. If y'all call her and leave a voicemail saying this is Officer such and such,
they didn't even leave a voicemail.
Huh?
No, that's what he's saying.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying, like, if my mom was, like, calling consistently enough to where y'all know her, like, y'all know she keeps calling, trying to find out anything. If y'all try to call her one time, she don't answer, leave voicemail. Hey, this officer such and such. Can you...
We have a special guest?
No.
Go ahead, Clay. Finish your statement.
I can't now because I'm mad he down.
We got a guest star.
Hold on, y'all.
Y'all
go ahead and talk.
But yeah, that shit just crazy, man. And the fact that they buried them instead of cremating them, like, at least had a decency.
Yeah.
Y'all could have cremated these fellas. Like, y'all just gonna half-ass bury them?
That costs money, though. All it costs is manpower and a body bag to just dig them up and put them in the ground. When you really think about it. It don't cost money
to cremate. Nigga, you can start a bonfire.
No, because I think it's got to be the remains.
The remains what?
It have to be in a certain...
You can get a big enough fire. For sure.
I mean, obviously you can.
But wouldn't you would smell that and see that people that would draw attention.
It'd be less.
It'll draw more attention.
You literally got these niggas sitting here smelling up anyway.
Yeah, but like you don't really know what it is if you're just driving.
You know what that is.
It is actual freeway, by the way. I did check that.
Like it's a. You want to see a dead body?
My bad, y'all. I had to go get my dog up out of here because he's been trying to mark his territory down here. Mm-hmm. So I didn't want him to do that while we on here.
But no, you know what something dead. You go up and like, damn, it's like something dead around this motherfucker, man. What the hell?
Yeah, I feel like 216 bodies decaying. That ain't just no normal odor.
That's a cloud of musk, boy. Traveling out there whole
I've never
city.
smelled like something like dead. Well,
decomposed.
Other than like roadkill or something like that.
That's what I'm saying. You can smell something like, damn, that shit. This is like something dead.
You would know.
Mm-hmm.
And then especially, why the fuck all these birds flying over here? Why all these animals digging in these one areas? And then this smell that just don't go away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess for a while it would be hard to find because it's right off the freeway and it's nearby the jail, which most people aren't really going there unless they got a reason to be.
You smell that shit.
Yeah.
Like on fucking
I'm going
94 at a certain point.
Yeah,
exactly. Like right around Shane. It used to be like right around Shane when you on 94. You be like, you gotta roll your windows up. You gotta damn near close
turn your air conditioner off for a second.
Cause I don't know what the fuck they had over at I think that was that garbage place they had over there. It used the
the dump right there. 94 I-75 where they cross it. That's the dump right there.
Yeah, and that man in the summertime, it be like shit, boy. You damn near don't even want to take that way home.
That's a city dump right there. I hate driving down I-94. I-94 in general is just so crowded compared to like 75.
Yeah, until you get down a certain little ways. Once you get next to 96, when you pass 96, it opens up a little. Yeah.
But I don't ever really have a reason to go down that far. Down 94.
Up this way, like up toward this way, it's a little bit better.
Yeah, after you cross over 12 Mile, it open up. It's good, but
down in the city,
in between 12 Mile all the way to what's that?
Side.
The lodge from 12 Mile all the way down to the lodge, basically right where the west side about to meet at that part of I-94
is
fucking
terrible.
Suck.
I'll be flying down that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie.
Everybody does. Speed
racer.
racer.
This speed limit 55. I ain't never seen nobody here to that.
55 is crazy.
Shit, the police don't even hear that. But back to the lost souls.
Yeah,
because we got ADHD.
The lost souls.
True.
No, that's messed up though. My heart goes out to the families, especially that mom. That's horrible. Yeah. That's horrible. I couldn't even imagine how to get
I would be
over
raising
that.
hell.
Yeah, I think I would too.
I found out y'all motherfuckers was doing. I'm raising hell.
But you don't want anything to happen to you or anybody else too, you know.
Yeah.
Especially if the brother's still in jail.
Yeah, and the fact that he was out and he was just walking across the. That's crazy because you weren't even really doing. Well, he wasn't. Allegedly, we don't know. He wasn't committing no crimes. He was
just out walking. Fishy. It's still fishy. And then y'all make the family still pay $250 or something like that to get
a body that's been sitting here.
The body that I should have had if y'all had actually called me.
That's decaying with all just in order to give them a proper burial. That's fucked up for y'all.
Yeah, that reading that, it got me, or listening to it too, got me really emotional because you're thinking about how personal that could be under the wrong circumstances. Like the reality of that, especially for Black people, honestly. Yeah, because they don't give a fuck about us. They really don't. The fact that as much as they pretend to.
Yeah, because the fact that some of the people probably weren't even inmates, and they were just probably regular people who just happened to get into or killed or by some people probably working at the prison, or just some law enforcement officers who did some bullshit
like
and killed somebody.
Homeless
we
people.
Don't know.
People that's just out in the world. You walk by that decaying body, that smell, you inhale that so much. You fuck around, get sick and everything. You die. You don't have any like immediate family or anything. They ain't trying to contact. They don't give a fuck about looking to you.
Fucks about you.
Get that body up out of here. We got some new people coming in. Like, let's go. Let's keep the train never stop. The money train never stop. We got to keep this shit going.
Let's see.